सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा। शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना पुर में हम सब धारे, पुर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ। दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ।
जय
भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि करहु कलेस विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।
Jai Shri Krishna. Last week we learned Lord Krishna's teaching to Arjuna that the Supreme Spirit is rooted in the knowledge of self-controlled man whose mind is perfectly serene in the midst of pairs of opposites such as cold and heat, joy and sorrow, and honor and ignominy. On behalf of Gita Parivar, I welcome you all to discover what the sixth chapter, Atma Sanyama Yoga, or the Yoga of Self-Control, has got to unveil. Let us begin the session with prayer. Seeking His presence among us and to ask the blessings of the Almighty, I invite Hina Tushar Mehta ji. Hina Tushar Mehta ji BA is a housewife from Ahmedabad. She is interested in teaching, cooking, and reading. She joined Gita Parivar in January 2022 and now serves as co-trainer and GC. Welcome, Hina Didi.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्.
Thank you, Didi, for the beautiful, harmonious prayer. A quote from the Bhagavad Gītā says, "In the dark night of all beings awakes to light the tranquil man. But what is day to other beings is night for the sage who sees. The radiance which shines in creation is that of the Almighty. To enlighten us with the light of knowledge, I call upon Rajkumar Malviya ji. Rajkumar Malviya from Betul district, Madhya Pradesh, has been associated with Gita family from November 2022 and is presently in L4. He passed the Jignasu exam with 98 marks. He also serves as GC Tech Assistant and does exam seva and calling seva. Welcome, Rajkumar ji.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Rajkumar ji. We have a few announcements. On the auspicious occasion of Gita Jayanti, Gita Parivar is planning to organize a Gita Jayanti festival in the form of grand celebrations at many locations. In case, then please fill the form. The link has been sent in your WhatsApp group. It is now time to introduce our main speaker of the day, Rupal Shukla Didi. It is very interesting to know that Rupal Didi has grown up with Gita Parivar from her childhood. She is a disciple of Param Pujya Swami Ji, founder of Gita Parivar. She is our program coordinator, Gita Vrati, Gita Pravina, and has learned by heart the whole Bhagavad Gita. It is a commendable achievement that she has recently attained the status of Acharya, having completed her Advaita Vedanta course on Indian philosophy from Chinmay Vishwa Vidyapith, Kochi. In online Gita classes, she is one of our program coordinators. She also leads our academic literature team. She is a helpful person with a very sharp mind. A warm welcome, Rupal Didi.
Krishna, let's start today's session with the prayer. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam. Jai Shri Krishna. With the Lord's grace, many saints' blessings, and the punya karmas of our previous births, we have got this chance to learn Gita, to spread the knowledge of Gita and walk on this Gita path. Slowly learning all the chapters in Learn Gita. Now we have reached till 6th chapter. And this 6th chapter is Atma Sanyam Yoga. Controlling of our Atma, that is our self, our Satchidananda Swarupa, how we can achieve that. The process has been explained in this chapter. In previous chapters, Lord has told that the Karma Yoga and the Jnana Yoga, these are the ways to attain that self, attain that supreme self, attain that supreme Lord. Now in 6th chapter, he is explaining the Dhyana Yoga. Because see, the Lord is so merciful. He is giving us always so many options. He's never telling us to do, you have to do this only. I'm telling you this one sentence. No. Even Arjuna again and again asking, Yadekam vada nishchitya. Yashreyasyan nishchitam bruhitan. He's again, you tell me one thing what is good for me. But Lord, how he explains, he is the beautiful speaker, he is the great master. How he answers? First he will tell what you have to do, Arjuna, what is good for you. Then all the options. You have this also. I am telling you to do this. Don't do this for my words' sake, for the sake of my words. No. You first decide. I am telling you, okay, this is good, this is easier for you. But he's telling the list. He's giving the list. These are the options available. Now you choose whatever you want to choose. We go to some shop. Now I have to buy kurti. My mother has to buy one sari. So we will not be seeing one option and we will decide, okay, we have to buy this. No. We will be finding hundreds of options. Then we will choose one. So we all are human beings. Lord knows that well. Because we are the creation of that creator Lord only. So he knows we need options. So he's again and again giving the option. So after Jnana Yoga and Karma Yoga, he is giving the option to attain that Lord is meditation. The Dhyana Yoga. So in last session, we have already seen that how we are only the friend of ourselves and we are only the enemies of ourselves. When we choose the Shreyas, Shreya and prayer, this is the concept. Shreya is what is good for me and prayer is what I love. Might be I love chocolate, but I don't love medicine. But medicine is good for us, good for me at some point of time. But that time I don't need to eat chocolate because that is not good for me. So that is prayers and medicine is Shreyas. So what I choose? So here Lord told that whenever you choose anything which is good for you, you are the friend of yourself because you are doing something for your welfare. Yattadagre vishameva pariname mritopamam. What is good for us? In the starting, that will be like poison. But at the end, that will amritam, nectar at the end. Getting up early in the morning at 4 a.m. that in starting, oh my God, I can't do that. That is not my cup of tea. Yattadagre vishameva, like a poison. But at the end, I was studying, I cracked my exam. Whatever I was wishing, I completed all my tasks. So, Yattadagre pariname amritopamam, like amrit, like nectar. We are freed from all the pending tasks and everything. Lord explains everything, all the situations, all the options, everything for us. So here in last session, we have seen that how when we are doing our good for ourselves, then we are friend of ourselves. When we are choosing something bad, something that is not good for us, then we are enemies of ourselves. Now we will be further seeing the shlokas today of 6 chapters. In last session, I think we see 9 shlokas. Suvanmitrayudasina madhyastadveshi bandhusu zadhushvapi cha papeshu sambuddhir vishishyate. Lord told that a man who has conquered the self, jitatmanaha, who has conquered the self, their qualities and how they should meditate now, how they should be united with that Lord will be explained in further shlokas. Let's see the 10th shloka. Lord is going to inspire us. You see, whatever we have to do, first we need motivation for that. No, sometimes, no, I'm not feeling motivated. I can't do that. I'm asking my friend, tell me some words which can motivate me for this, which motivates me for completing my assignments or for anything. So I'm asking my mentor, I'm asking my mother, father, friends, siblings, everyone to motivate me. So we need motivation for the work. Same here, Lord is inspiring us. Lord is giving us motivation that we should do the meditation, we should meditate daily for 10 minutes, 20 minutes. How much time we have? Depends. So let's see the 10th shloka. Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitaha ekaki yata chittatma nirashira parigraha. Yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasi sthitaha. A yogi yunjita satatam constantly concentrated his mind in atmanam rahasi sthitaha. He is constantly concentrated in atmanam. Rahasi sthitaha. Ekaki means staying in a isolated place, solitary place. There is no one. Ekaki yata chittatma nirashihi. And which type of person is that yogi who is sitting constantly concentrating his mind in atmanam, in the self, sitting alone in some cave or somewhere, Himalayas, at that kind of place. There is no one. So ekaki yata chittatma. Which type of person is that? Whose mind and body is controlled. Yata chitta atma. Yata chittatma, who has won over his atman, his body and the mind. Nirashihi aparigraha. Nirashihi, who is now freed from all the expectations. See how much importance is of expectation? Because all the time we have expectation only. Whenever we are doing something for someone, then also we expect. When we are not doing anything for anyone, then also we expect. So expectation is a very important factor of a human being's life, of our life. Lord is telling Nirashihi, freed from expectation. He is no more having expectation from anyone. Nirashihi aparigraha, who is not keeping anything with him. Aparigraha. Parigraha means very old clothes. Just take one example. I have so many clothes, but when I was 10 years and I am now 20-year-old, so I am still keeping those clothes. I am still keeping my footwears. I'm still keeping all the things, that notebooks, that my reading books and everything. I'm keeping all the time. I don't want to leave that. I love that so much. I'm attached to that. That is parigraha. Whenever I go for some traveling or something, so I'm keeping everything. We say light travel is a good travel, but no light travel. I will be having 2-3 bags because I must have everything in my bag. Everything. Parigraha. Keeping everything. We are so much attached to everything. Even I'm dying, I'm thinking of there I have that much property and this and that. So that is also parigraha. At the point of dying also, how much parigraha we do in our lives, that actually causes at the point of death, that causes that we will be again coming to this earth, because we have not detached from that. We are still attached. So we should not do that parigraha. So who is doing the meditation? Who's aparigraha? Nirashihi yata chittatma. That kind of person now meditating. Where meditating? Ekaki, sitting alone. How he is meditating then? Atmanam rahasi sthitaha. He is constantly concentrating in oneself. Now, why freed from expectation and everything? Guru Sharanananji Maharaj, he used to say, who can meditate actually? When we are sitting in meditation, we are trying to meditate. Who can meditate? Whose tasks are not pending. If you have not submitted your tasks, you cannot meditate. He used to say that line. So, what is the connection between the meditation and the tasks? Fulfilling the tasks and submitting the tasks? What is the connection between this? We don't understand, but that is pending. So what happens whenever we sit in the meditation? All the pending task list, one by one will be coming in our mind. So we can't meditate. Because what is meditation? Samana pratyaya pravaha. That is called meditation in our shastras. Pratyayika tanata dhyanam. It is in Yoga Shastra. Having only one thought. Pratyaya means one thought, one gyan, we can say, one object, only one object. So pratyaya ekatanata, that pratyaya, that thought, ekatanata, continuously, that is steady in your mind. Ekatanata, that is dhyanam. For long period, I am having only that thought. That can be myself, that can be any object, om, swastik, anything. That can be anything. So that is dhyanam, pratyekatanata dhyanam. And when we have some pending list of works, that is coming in my mind again and again. So that is pratyekatanata, now submitting the task, now completing the assignment, now completing my homework, now. So that is the break between that pratyekatanata, between that straight line. So that is not dhyana now. We are trying to meditate. We are not actually meditating. That's why I used to say, until you have your task pending, you can't meditate. So we have to finish that also. So, yogi yunjita satatam atmanam rahasya sthitah ekakiyat chittatma nirashira parigraha. In the shloka, Lord told how we should meditate. Sitting alone, concentrating in ourself, or concentrating our mind in that atmanam. Now, next verse, Lord explains the sort of setting one should have and the practices he must undergo for the meditation. Shuchau deshe pratisthapya sthiramasanamaatmanaha natyuchitannatini chanchaila kushottaram. He is explaining the practices, how we should, whenever we have to prepare some dish or we have to do anything, we must know the process. What is the process? How to start? How to do it? So from here, Lord is explaining the complete process of that meditation. At the end, he will be explaining the fruit also, fruit of that meditation. So let's say Shuchau Deshe Pratisthapya. Nowadays, this is very familiar topic to us. Why familiar? Because we all are listening meditation, hearing everywhere, and we are even doing that meditation, sitting. Now we will be understanding that actually we are doing meditation or not. So this is the process explained by the Lord. So we have to cross-check ourselves also. Shuchau Deshe Pratisthapya. Having established for himself Shuchau Deshe, at the clean spot. In a clean spot, we have to sit. Shuchau Deshe Pratisthapya, establishing ourselves. Sthiram, still. Asanam, Atmanaha. Sthiram Asanam. There should be that asanam, our seat should be firm. Shuchau Deshe Pratisthapya, sitting in a clean spot, establishing ourselves, still, sitting still, and then Thiramasanam Atmanaha, the firm seat, the asanam. Natyuchatam nati nicham, that should neither too high nor too low. That should not be, our asanam, our seat should not be too high or too low. Sitting too high, then also I can't meditate. The feeling will not come. The one pratyekatanata will not come. Sitting too low, no, that is also not going to work. So that should be equal spot, like the flow. Nothing should be there. So natyuchatam natinichan chailajina kushottaram. Here he explains which type of asana, how you can create. So there is one type of grass, that is all kusha grass. One type of grass. So specifically that kusha grass you have to put on the floor, on your seat where you are going to sit on that spot. Then you have to put one skin. Ajinam. Ajinam means skin of deer or skin of tiger. In previous times, that is actually in our Shastras, it is considered as holy thing. So, but that deer skin and tiger skin should not be taken from that, killing them, then getting that skin. No, they naturally died. Then you can take that skin. So there are some methods and there are some practices and there are some actually benefits of that, putting that. So first you have to put kush grass, then you have to put that deer skin or any kind of a skin, tiger skin is also considered. Then you have to put one cloth over that. So 3 layers. Kusha, Kushottaram, Ajinam, Ajinottaram, Chailam. Iti? This is the process, how you should create that asana, making that asana, Chaila, Ajina, Kushottaram. So this is, Lord is explaining how your asana should be, how you should sit, and after that, you should meditate. Why kusha we are putting on that floor? Because kush, that type of grass, that grass is protecting us so that our electric current of this body should not pass to the earth. That's why we should put kusha. We are sitting, so our current is passing. We all know that method and we all know that law. So that should not pass. That's why we are protecting, we are preventing ourselves and putting that kusha on the floor. So in next verse also the Lord is explaining the same process. Tatraikagram manah kritva yata chittendriya kriyaha upavishyasane yunjad yogamatma vishuddhaye. At that place, sitting on the seat, tatra ekagram manah kritva yata chittendriya kriyaha. Tatra, there, at that spot, ekagram manah kritva, one pointed. Ekagram manah kritva. You have to make your mind concentrated on one thing. With the mind concentrated and holding the mind and senses in the check. Yata chittendriya kriyaha. All the kriyas, all the actions we perform and our mind and all the senses, we have to keep those in control. Controlling them. So sitting on that seat, concentrating at one point from our mind, controlling all our senses, and then upavishyasane yunjad yoga matma vishuddhaye. Then we should practice, then that person should practice yoga. Why yoga? Upavishyasane yunjad. Then you should practice that yoga. And why? Atma vishuddhaye. For the purification of the self. Always see the Jnana Yoga, the Karma Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, and all the actions we perform, the Anushtanas, the Vrata, we are doing fasting also, all these things, and now the meditation also. Lord is telling why we do all this? For the purification of the self. The Atman, that Parabrahma, our Swarupa, is very pure, very much. So to see that, we have to clear our lenses. Having dust, removing that dust. How to remove that? Taking that cloth of Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. All these are clothes. Cleaning that. With that water we can say, with that cloth we can say, cleaning those glasses. First, when we will be cleaning our glasses, when it is clean, then we can clearly see our Swarupa. I cannot guarantee that we will be getting that Brahma Swarupa, that Atma Sakshatkar in this birth, in this one Janma only, no. But certainly we are going to get that. Ram Sukdas Ji Maharaj once said, he was sitting quietly and he said, everyone is going to get the moksha. Everyone was shocked. How he is telling that? Everyone will be getting moksha? Everyone shocked. He took a pause. Then after 1-2 minutes, he spoke, how many births you will take for that? That is not my guarantee. I can't guarantee for that. So you may take 10 births or 20 or 30 or thousands or hundreds. No, I don't know. But certainly you are going to get the moksha. So that is the thing. How long we are taking ourselves, the process, how the speed of ourselves, we are reaching that. We are getting that. So speed matters, and how much we are eager to get that. When we are eager, we will start from this point. It doesn't matter, okay, so many births it will take, so why to practice now? There must be some starting point. And it already has started. That's why we are sitting here and we are listening the Vivechana and we are studying Gita, learning Gita. Because of that only, because we started. A starting point has been made. Now we have to focus on our speed. तत्रैकाग्रं मनः कृत्वा यत् चित्तेन्द्रियक्रियः उपविश्यासने युञ्ज्याद्योगमात्मविशुद्धये. Now it was about outer practices. What you have to perform, surroundings, what you have to prepare. Now how you have to hold your body in meditation. Sharir dharanam katham kartavyam iti uchyate agrime shloke. So in next shloka he is going to tell how you have to hold your body. Samankaya shirogrivan harayan chalam sthiraha Samprekshya nasikagram sandeshascha. This is the exact process of meditation. In this verse, we can say anytime, as Lord explained the meditation, yes, he has explained in 6th chapter, 13th shloka. We started doing so many types of meditations and all. Yeah, that is fine. That is not like, that is completely wrong. No, that is also okay. But what is actually meditation, we should know. Samang kaya shiro grivam. Holding the body. Kaya means body. Shiro grivam dharayanna chalam sthiraha. Holding the body, head and the neck erected. Straight. Kaya shiro grivam. This should be straight. This straight spine. Not sitting and I'm meditating. No, I was meditating and I slept. Not straight. No, that is not meditation. No, not meditation. Sitting like that, no, not meditation. You have to keep yourself straight and still in meditation. And if I talk about Brahma Sutra, in 2-3 prakaranas, in 2-3 adhikaranas, the process has been, means Purupakshi is asking the questions. And Purupakshi is, when we are debating, who's questioning? Someone is having one opinion and I'm having my opinion. So who's questioning that you are not right, you are wrong? So that is Purupakshi, and Uttarpakshi, the Siddhanti, who thinks that I am Vedanti. So I will be Siddhanti because I am telling what my beliefs are. So in 2-3 adhikaranas, this process has been explained. And Purupakshi is again and again asking the questions and Siddhanti is, the Vedanti is answering. So there it has been said, for the meditation, you have to sit straight. And that the question was actually, can we meditate while walking? If I lay down and I meditate, can I do that? Can I meditate while walking, while going somewhere? And something like that. That was the question. So the Purupakshi was telling, yes, we can do that. Because for the meditation, we just need only one thought. So I will be keeping one thought and I will be walking, I will be laying down and I will be doing everything. That was the Purupakshi. But a Siddhanta was, the Vedantis, means we all are Vedantis actually, because we believe in Vedanta. And we are learning Bhagavad-Gītā. Bhagavad-Gītā is also the part of Vedanta only. So we believe that. So the answer was, no, we can't. Because the dhyanam is samana pratyaya pravaha. As I told, ek pratyayikatanata dhyanam. So that pratyayikatanata, that only one thought will not remain as it is if you are walking. Because the vicheda, again and again, when you are walking, you will be getting so many thoughts. You cannot control your thoughts. And if you are laying down, then there is a disturbance, you may sleep. If you are walking, You may not think of only one thought. So what is the best practice? We have to sit and then meditate. Because laying down, we may sleep. And that is different matter. We are even sitting and meditating, then also we sleep. That is not the problem. But if we lay down, then we must sleep. So there are more chances. That's why we cannot lay down and meditate. We have to sit straight. That's why erected. Samam kaya shirogrivam. Because if we sleep, we can't sit like this. If I am sleeping, we are not Tom and Jerry. We are sitting straight and Tom is sleeping and Jerry is disturbing him. No, we are not Toms. We are human beings. If we are sitting straight, we are not sleeping. If we are sleeping, we are like this. So we have to sit straight. Samam kaya shirogrivam. Dharayan achalam sthiraha. The neck erected and sitting straight, still and being steady. Sthiraha. Sampreksha nasikagram sam. Now, okay, body is erected. Everything is, I'm still, I'm not moving. Now what? Where to see? What thought we should have? So for the beginners, this is for the beginners. Advanced level, we will be seeing the meditation levels also, but this is for beginner. Sampreksha nasikagram, the tip of nose. Sampreksha, seeing that. Having both the eyes concentrated on the tip of this nose. Looking at this tip of his, and Nasikagram, Lord has added one more word here, swam. Means looking at the tip of nose, you should meditate. So you should not meditate looking at someone else's tip of nose. You have to look at your tip of nose. Not okay, I have my friend in front of me, I am meditating, he is going here and there. I am sitting straight, but I am seeing his nose. Or wherever he is going or she is going and whatever she is doing, I am focusing on that. No. Means whenever in Shastras, adding one word means that has a specific meaning and a deep meaning. That's why that has been added. So here Lord has added that Swapada. Because just to explain this, we have to look at our tip of nose. See the importance of each and small thing. Nasikagram swam dishaschan anavalokayan. Dishaha cha anavalokayan. It means not seeing anywhere. Dishaha, not seeing any of these, the looking around, not seeing any of these dishas. No. No directions you have to see. You have to just focus on the tip of nose. Like this. Sampreksha nasikagram swam dishacha navalokayan. Dishaha cha anavalokayan. My focus should be this. I should not see anything else. Until everything is seen to me means I am not meditating, I am practicing. One moment will come when actually I can't see anything. At this moment, if I'm focusing on this point, I can see everything also. This is my hand going here, then my friend is walking surrounding me. So everything I can see this time because I'm not the advanced level practicer. I am a beginner. So if we will be practicing, keep practicing, then that everything will be disappearing. Focus will be like this. As Arjuna sees only the eye of that bird, nothing else. Duryodhana says, oh, there are leaves also. Yudhishthira says, yeah, there is one road also. Bhim says, yeah, I can see the house also behind that tree. All the Pandavas and Kauravas were seeing everything, but Arjuna was seeing only that eye of that bird. So that happens when we are keep meditating. Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan chalam sthira samprekshanasikagram sam dishaschana valokayan. Now the meditation on God and the good flowing from that meditation, our good flowing out of it, Lord explains in next two verses, 14 and 15. Let's see. Prashantatma vigatabhir brahmachari vrate sthitaha manas samyamya machitto yukta asita matparaham युञ्जन्नेवं सदात्मानं योगी नियतमानसः शान्तिर्निर्वाण परमां मत्संस्थामधिगच्छति. प्रशान्तात्मा, प्रकर्षेण shantah atma. Prakarshena means advanced level, very much. Prakarshena, shantah atma, yasya saha prashantah. Who's serene-minded? Prashantatma. Vigatabhihi, who's fearless now. The rishis, and we see the rishis and yogis are sitting in meditation. So if they are in forest or are at the Himalayas or somewhere like the alone place, they fear. If I am alone, I will be feeling, oh, someone will come and something will happen. The lizard, the cockroach, small fears they have even. And the yogi is fearless. Lord has explained. Because they are able to meditate, because they are like this. Vigatabhihi. If they are having bhaya this time, they can't meditate. So Prashantatma Vigatabhihi Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha, fearless, form in the vow of Brahmachari. Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha, they are firm in that. If I am having Kama Vasana or I am feeling something, so I can't meditate. I have to be freed from that. Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha. Mana Sanyamya Machittaha. Mana Sanyamya. Sanyamya means controlling. Manaha Sanyamya. Having controlled the mind. Machittaha Yukta Asita. Who has fixed thinking of me. Yukta Asita Matpara. Matpara means considering that Lord as a supreme. So Yukta Asita Matparaha, who has controlled their mana, having controlled over the mana, and balanced in mind, Yukta Machittaha, who's balanced in mind. Let him sit, having me as a supreme goal. The Lord is telling, they are sitting, and what they are thinking, what their thought is. I'm sitting like this, Prashantatma, Vigatabhihi, Brahmachari Vrate Sthitaha. Okay, I have these qualities. And then what happens? How you have to sit, what you have to think of? Brahma as a supreme, the Lord as a supreme goal. See, when Ramakrishna Paramhans, we all know the name, the guru of Vivekananda ji. So he has cancer. So some of the people asked him, if you meditate and you fix your all the tapas and all your punya karmas, and if you meditate at that place, at that cancer, you will get rid of that. That will destroy it, because you are a tapasvi. You have practiced all this meditation. Why you are not meditating on that? Why you are not removing that cancer? So he answered, yeah, I can do that. That is my capability. But to fix my mind at that point of cancer, I have to take my mind from somewhere. Because he was constantly meditating. Every time he is in meditation. Means this, that's why I told this is the beginner's level, sitting erected, and you have to see here and thinking of Lord as supreme. But when we are continuously practicing this, at one point of time, whenever we jo karu so parikrama, jo karu so puja, jab letu tab karu dandavat, bhav minta sab duja. After practicing this for a longer time, whatever I do, every time I am remembering that Lord, and I am only having that one thought. So that becomes my meditation. Ramakrishna Paramahansa is not sitting all the time in meditation, but he is meditating all the time. Vivekananda used to sit. You see, when we started loving something, Vivekananda started loving Dhyan. For 8 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, 2-3 days, continuously 10 days, he used to sit in meditation. Now Ramakrishna Paramahansa thought, okay, I have taught you like this, meditating, you are sitting, you are even loving, because the when we are united with that Param Tattva, that is the ultimate happiness, because that is Ananda Swarupa. We are the happiest at that time. So Vivekananda ji started loving that. So Ramakrishna Paramahansa ji even abused him and scolded him badly. You are sitting all the time in meditation. Did I prepare you for that? You are not doing anything and you are just sitting in meditation. He scolded him. Go and serve the society. You are not just born for meditation, sitting in meditation. So he was actually expecting from him the state, what he was having. Ramakrishna, every time he is meditating, he is not sitting in meditation, but he is meditating. He was expecting the same from Vivekananda ji. You should, whatever you are doing in this world, you are in the meditation in that of that Lord. You are meditating in that Lord. That is the state. Not, of course, not for beginners. That will be coming. That will come after a long time of practice. So Prashantatma Vigatabhihi, fearless, Brahmachari Vrate Sthita, Manas Sanyamavachita Yuktasit Matparaha. Matparaha. Considering me as a supreme goal when he is sitting in meditation. Now next shloka also he is explaining the fruit only. Yunjannevam sadatmana yogi niyatamaanasaha shantin nirvana paramam matsam sthamadhigacchati. Thus always, as he has explained, always keeping the mind balanced. Evam sadatmanam yunjan means always keeping the mind balanced. Yogi niyatamanasah. The yogi again, who is united with that Lord or who is practicing to be united with that Lord, that is yogi. The yogi with the mind controlled, niyatamanasah. Why, Lord? Again and again in so many shlokas we have seen this word. In different ways he is telling to control our mind. Why? He told, Arjuna is asking, Chanchalam himanah Krishna pramathi balavadridham tasyahan nigraham manye vayoreva sudushkaram. Arjuna is telling him, oh Krishna, it is very difficult to control our mana. It is like controlling the vayu, controlling the wind. Vayoreva sudushkaram. Very, very tough. So Krishna also says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagena cha grihyate. What an answer. When he is answering this. Abhyasena tu, with the practice, Arjuna, it is not impossible. Impossible always says, I am possible. So it is not impossible. It is, yes, difficult. Certainly it is difficult. But abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagena cha grihyate. When you are detached from other things and you are keep practicing that one thing. In this world, there is nothing we can't do. Everything is shrama sadhya. Everything can be attained by the hard work. So Krishna himself is asking, abhyasena tu kaunteya. With the practice, you will get that. So yogi niyatamanasa, why Lord is explaining again, he is again and again reminding us, you have to control your mana, niyatamanasa, then again machittaha, sanyamya. So like that, again and again with different words, he is telling controlling your mana. He is reminding us that we have to control our mana. Because sitting in meditation is not possible until we control our mana. And that will be controlled when we start practicing that meditation. Yunjanivam sadatmanam yogi niyatamanasah. The yogi with the mind controlled. Shantim nirvana paramam. Mat samstham madhigacchati. Attains the peace. Shantim. Attains the peace. Nirvana paramam. Mat samstham adhigacchati. Adhigacchati means he attains. Adhigachati, kim adhigachati? Shantim adhigachati. And also nirvana paramam mat samstham. He's telling he attains the peace abiding in me, mat samstham adhigachati, abiding in me, and nirvana paramam. Which type of peace? Which culminates in the liberation. Liberation is what? Prashant. The complete peace, the ultimate happiness, ultimate peace. That is nirvana. That is moksha. When we no more striving for anything else, we are satisfied in ourselves. We are now united with ourselves. Just thinking is so fascinating, you know. Getting that sakshatkara, getting that actually that is not getting. We have that. We forgot that we have. Now, by practicing Gita, by learning Gita, we are again reminding ourselves, no, we are not this body. We are that Satchidananda Sarupa. Yeah. Lord explains, Mamayavamsho Jiva Loke Jiva. It tells us, Mamayavamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. You are my portion. You are no one else. You don't have any other identity. Why? When you make your identity in this world, then you are worldly. And until you leave that, you will be like, no, I don't expect the Lord as, I don't know the Lord. Because I'm not considering him now. So when we are the portion of Lord, we start feeling that. Then we belong to him. First, we have to accept. Lord is accepting us. Okay, you are my portion. What happens? Nothing. Until we accept that. I say you are not my mother. Whatever you say, you are my son or you are my daughter. How does it matter? I have to accept, yes, you are my mother. So same, we have to accept. We are the creation of that Lord. Shantim nirvana paramam mat samstham adhigachati. You get that ultimate peace. Which type of peace? That nirvana paramam. That peace of that nirvana, that liberation. Now, in next two verses, the regulations. When we are meditating, what type of regulations for us? So, in next two verses, we will see that. Natyashnatastu yogosti na chaikantamanashnataha na chati swapnashilasya jagrito naivacharjuna yuktahara viharasya yuktacheshtasya karmasu yuktaswapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. This 17th shloka we can actually mark because that is one of the most important shlokas. Let's see the 16th shloka. Natyashnatasti yogosti na atyashnataha tu yogosti. Yoga is for who? So natyashnatasti yogosti. Lord is first telling for whom the yoga is not there, who cannot attain that yoga. So na atyashnata. This actually sounds little funny, but that is not funny because that is very important part of our lives. Na atyashnataha. One who eats too much cannot attain yoga. One who does not eat at all cannot attain yoga. Nacha ati swapnashilasya. Who sleeps excessively, too much. I slept at 10 p.m. and getting up at 2 p.m. Oh, morning 2 p.m. Too much. Sleeping more than 8 hours is too much. 6 to 8 hours. 6 is standard. Nice. 6 to 8 hours is accepted. More than 8 hours is not accepted in our Shastras. And yoga is not only yoga for that meditation. Yoga is for balanced life. We need to keep ourselves happy. I want to be happy. I want to achieve so many goals in my life. And for everything, yoga is important. And yoga cannot be attained who's sleeping too much and who's eating too much. You have to control both sleeping and eating. So, ati swapnashilase na cha jagrato, who is even not sleeping at all. So Lord is telling you don't have to exaggerate anything, and you have to get that, like, okay, who's sleeping too much, they will not get yoga. So I will not be sleeping. That is not possible, but there may be some people. So they can also not attend yoga. Everything is balanced. Samatvam yoga uchyate. Lord has already told. Everything should be balanced. So yoga is for who has control over eating and sleeping. Now, katham punah yogo bhavati? How the yoga happens? How to attain that yoga? Yuktahara viharasya yukta. In that shloka, Lord explained who cannot attain that yoga. In this shloka, who can attain the yoga? Yuktahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Yoga becomes a destroyer of sorrow. If we are daily meditating the Lord Swarupa, slowly we start being happy, because that destroys our sorrows. That has that much power. So Lord is telling that will happen if. What is if? Yoga becomes a destroyer of sorrow of one whose eating and movements are regulated. When to walk, when to not walk, when to exercise, when to not exercise, when to eat, when to not eat. Whose eating and movements are regulated, fixed, controlled. Samatvam. And whose effort in works is moderate. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu. Not I'm putting too much effort. No. Okay. I am giving my 100%, but no, I will not be sleeping for my exams. I will not be. That is going ultimately, that is going to destroy our mental health and physical health, everything. The Lord is how practically He is talking. See, not everything magical and that fascinating. No, He is talking very practical. How you can get that? So, whose eating and movements are regulated, whose effort in works is moderate, and whose sleep and wakefulness are temperate, controlled. What? Swapnava bodhasya. When you are awake and when you are sleeping, that is controlled. So yukta ahara viharasya. Here Lord has used the ahara. Vihara means the walking, exercise and everything. Ahara means the food. And not just the food for our body, the food for our manas also. Because whenever we talk for anything, manasa vacha karmana, we always say. So food for ourselves, our body is okay food, that everything is okay. But what is the food for our atma? What is the food for our mind? That is spirituality. That is Gita, that is Ramayana, Mahabharata, meditating and worshipping. All these are food for our Atman. So we have to yukta ahara. When we are talking about that, regulating that, so that should also be regulated. Daily I have to meditate. Daily I have to worship. Daily I have to think of that Lord. That should also be regulated, because ahara of our mana, the food of our mind, that is also very important. Not just eating is regulated. Yukta ahara viharasya, that is also meditation, worshipping, all these things are also important. Yukta ahara viharasya yukta cheshtasya karmasu yukta swapnavabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Who's having these qualities, for them the yoga becomes the destroyer of sorrow. Now here one fact we should know. Okay, time is ending. Let's see very fast. In this shloka, actually we have 24 hours. So in our Shastras, there is a division of these 24 hours. 6 into 4. So 6 hours for diet and recreation, 6 hours for actions, 6 hours for sleep, and 6 hours for wakefulness. Now what we have to do in that? So in first 6 hours for eating, recreation, and physical exercise, etc. 6 hours. Then next 6 hours for actions. What we have to do in that? Actions means earning, livelihood, and all these things. Farming, business, services. 6 hours for that. Then next 6 hours for sleep. See, in Shastras, they have not tell us that they have not told that we have to sleep for 6 to 8 hours. No, only 6 hours for you to sleep. And that is okay. Means whoever is working too much, they also need, if they are sleeping 6 hours, if they make that habit, they don't need 7 or 8 hours. I'm not being harsh on that. I'm just telling you what is the Nava Shastra. So 6 hours for sleeping. Then 6 hours for wakefulness. What is wakefulness? That is meditation. Constant remembrance of that Lord. Chanting our Shastras. Learning those Shastras. And God realization. These spiritual things. 6 hours for this. So we have to meditate. We have to do worship. We have to think of that Lord. We have to study our Shastras. We have to do something for society also because spreading those Shastras. 6 hours fixed for that. So what we are doing? 40 minutes for our class. 1 hour for Vivechana. If we are doing meditation or anything, joining others and helping others for Gita or anything, whatever spiritual thing we are doing, count that. That is 6 hours or not. We have to examine ourselves now. Because 6 hours for sleeping, 6 hours for recreation, 6 hours for sleep, and 6 hours for wakefulness. These are the things what we have to do there. So let's see the next shloka. Now the Lord says, when a striver is to be set established in yoga, who is called yogi? Yada vinyatam chittam atmanyevavatisthate nisprihas sarvakamebhyo yukta ityuchyate tada. When the perfectly controlled mind rests in the self only, yada vinyatam chittam, perfectly controlled chittam, perfectly controlled mind rests in atmanyeva, atmani eva, rests in the self only, avatisthate, resting, avatisthate, nispriha, free from longings for all the objects, nispriya sarvakamebhyo. Kama is not only the sexual desire. Kama is whenever we wish for something. I want this phone, that is one kama. I want traveling, or I want to eat something. I want whatever I want, that is kama. So nispriya sarvakamebhyo means from all the desires. Whenever we are wishing something, that is a desire, that is a kama, free from all that. Nispriya sarvakamebhyo yukta iti uchyate tada. That time, that yukta person who's united is called yogi. That is called yukta when he is free from all the longings, free of the objects, and when he is perfectly controlled mind, when he is resting in the self, then he is said to be, he is united, we can say. Now, I think I don't have time. I had to cover 2 more shlokas, but let's see that in next session. Today we are winding up here. In next session, we will be seeing what happens in meditation, what kind of vritti we should have, how to keep that one thought for longer time. And with so many drishtantas, so many examples, Lord is explaining that ekatanata dhyanam. that ekatanata of that one thought. Because mind is nothing but made up of thoughts, so many thoughts. Whenever there are thoughts, that is mind. So when we are realizing ourselves, that time also we will be having thought. But focusing on one thought, that is our part that we have to decide. We are focusing on one thought or so many thoughts, thousands and lakhs and crores of thoughts. To get rid of that, take one thought, then you should meditate. And akhandakara chitta vritti, when we get that Brahma Jnana, that Sakshatkar, that time also the akhandakara chitta vritti is there because the antakarana is there. When that is destroyed, after that we get the moksha, means the vritti, that thought is destroyed. And thought is destroyed means mana is destroyed. Why mana is destroyed? Because the avidya is destroyed. The illusion is not there now because we have got that Parabrahma Swarupa. We have got that knowledge. So that is the process of Brahma Jnana, how to attain that and how to realize ourselves, all those. So there will be, after long time of practicing the meditation, we will be getting that akhandakara chitta vritti, means that is not breaking now. Only one thought now. One thought of that Brahman. And that we will be getting the moksha. And when we get the moksha, all the avidya will be destroyed. Because when we got to know about something, then we don't have any delusion for that. We are not, no more like, I'm not knowing this. When the jnana is there, ajnana is not there. Ajnana cannot stay there. So when we got that Swarupa knowledge, ajnana is destroyed. That is the process. Now in next session, we will be seeing so many things about dhyana. Again, because that is not done yet. There are so many concepts to be explained. Let's do 2 minutes Sankirtana and then we will move on to the question answer session. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. Gopala Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai.
Thank you, Rupal Didi, for your deep insights on meditation imparted to us today. A few announcements. Batch starts from Jan 5th. You may please share this banner and message with all your friends and relatives and acquaintances on Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. And try as much as possible to spread the word about this sacred undertaking and thus also become a part of it. Please note that this admission form is meant only for new entrants. Those who have already registered need not re-register. Dear Gita lovers, celebrate Mother Gita's birthday with pure enthusiasm. The Hanuman Chalisa will be chanted after this session. You are requested to wait until it is completed. For the question and answer session, Didi, is Ashubhaya coming today? Rupal Didi?
Yes, Michelle ji, Ashubhaya is with us.
Oh, very happy to see that. I'm honored to welcome Ashubhaya, a stalwart of Gita Parivar. Dr. Ashu Goyal is the International Executive President of the Gita family. Today, with our founder Swamiji's blessings, he has started to spread the Gita all over the world with double the energy every day. His life always provides lessons to everyone. Today, the world's largest Gita online organization is being run by him, in which more than 8 lakh Gita seekers from 180 countries of the world have registered themselves. A record has been created in the history of Gita family. Similarly, during the Corona period, under his direction, more than 4 lakh food packets were distributed by Lucknow Gita Parivar in the entire city in 61 days. As a reputed industrialist in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, Ashubhaiya conducts many workshops for influential business institutes, teachers training and parenting for parents in schools. Under his guidance, hundreds of children in the Gita family have emerged as highly skilled workers, and as there is no age difference, people older than him also look to him and move towards the Gita. A warm welcome to you, Ashubhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna.
Yes. You can take up the questions. Unmute Shyamlalji. Please unmute Shyamlalji. होस्ट ही नहीं कर रहे.
हेलो सर, नमस्कार सर.
नमस्कार, बोलिए.
सर, आई एम वेरी सेटिस्फाइड with the ये ज्ञान गीता ज्ञानी दीदी जी very beautifully and very vividly explains which is gestures, which is actions. But the one point I am to request you that she was asked that Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, which has some sort of disease, cancer. And she was asked by Sir Narendra that why don't you concentrate on that? I have learned that he answered that he has Poru Zanm's disease with him. He can't. If he will try to remove it, he has to face second birth. How far it is correct, sir?
What is your query? I didn't understand. Ramakrishna Paramahansa had the cancer and Narendra asked, why don't you concentrate and remove this cancer at once?
Yeah, bilkul, yes.
He said, I have that power to remove that cancer. But to concentrate here, I need to remove my concentration from somewhere else.
Definitely.
Yeah. So what is the query?
Query is that what is the fact? He did not want to change his mind. He is fixed on one point. And he tells him that I am to request you that he wants to tell him that this is virtue of my Parujanam.
So cancer happened because of his prarabdha, that is truth. But with this tapasya, he can also remove that prarabdha. Na? He had that certain power. He had that eligibility. Not everyone has that.
Definitely, sir. Thank you.
Umaji, please unmute. Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna Maya. I very beautifully Rupal explained to all of us, and she said exactly how do we need to sit for meditation, 3 layers of darba and all that. Yes, that is for yogis, but for normal human beings like us, when we try to sit and meditate, supposing we are not able to sit on the floor, or is it okay to be sitting on a sofa, or is it okay? Do we have to have the cloth? Or I mean, of course, darbar and all will not be there, but at least should there be a cloth, or what other kind of things we need to follow to do a normal meditation?
It is not about the rituals. It is about the methodology which can make you concentrate.
Okay.
And for certain concentration, we need to follow that things. But if there is no physically, there is some physical problem and some issues, then we can sit on the chair also. There is no issue. If you take that a clean cloth for sitting there, so everything has its own vibration and its own sacred aura. And if you take that particular asana daily for that meditation, that asana also get pavitra or sacred with that aura. So all these things you do minutely, so like you do a lot of cooking, right? So when you do cooking, you can make the food like not, but when you concentrate and you follow the small things, I can use just little thing of this, just little thing of this, just little thing of this. That the taste of that food miraculously changed and improved. So similarly, whatever we do, how micro level we are concentrating on the things, it improves that the results, overall results. So that is certain. But in dhyana, these things are secondary. The primary things are my mind should be connected with that God.
Okay.
My mind should be connected with that Almighty. And now, what type of dhyana I am doing? If I am doing that dhyana with some sakar swarupa, then it is that kind of dhyana. If I am doing on the sound, if I am doing on the heartbeats, if I am doing on my breathing, there are so many ways to do that meditation. The purpose of all that exercise is remove our mind from outside world, from this worldly affairs. And when we remove that mind from worldly affairs, it learns to go inside.
Okay.
From the journey outside, we learn to go inside. And the more deep I can go, the more inside I can go, I feel different type of peace, different type of happiness, different type of satisfaction, which we cannot experience from this outside world. So when you learn to go inside, that is the main purpose. Rituals is not important. When you sit erect, that helps you to go inside more faster. More faster. It doesn't mean that if you're not erect, you cannot meditate. It is not true. But if you're not that attentive from your body, then getting that attention from your mind is difficult.
Correct. Got it. Thank you, Paya. But so you're recommending that we sit in the same place every day and use the same asana every day?
Yeah.
That will give you better benefit.
That will give a little improvement. That is not all. That is not compulsory.
But that will help.
That will help. Certainly help.
Okay. Thank you, Baya. Jai Shri Krishna.
I think there is no more question. So we can sum up. We can sum up.
Then, sir, there is one more person, I think.
Okay.
Veena Prasad.
Veena Prasad ji, please.
And Baswati Chatterjee after that.
Please say, Veena ji.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste.
I just wanted to ask you, actually, my in-laws are aged. And it so happened, in spite of me being dedicatedly working towards them, I couldn't hold them back. In the course of the events, they just left us and they are staying in an apartment now. Now that they are aged, and we have been serving them, though we are staying away from them. And now that they are aged, and we have engaged nurse, cook, as well as homemaid and all. Often we need to attend them due to the medical reasons and all. We keep attending them, and we are of the view it is our duty and responsibility to take care of them until their last. So we have been serving them. It so happens now that we have been staying away, as of now, the nurse is able to attend them, but in the later stages, it is not the case. then what is it that we need to do, Bhaiya? Because I'm not able to accept.
You told your perspective, but
Yeah.
what about them? Why they don't want to live with you?
Actually, it so happened like, though my husband and myself, we were both dedicatedly looking after them. They wanted our services and our earnings, but they never wanted us with them. We have, three sister-in-laws. My mother-in-law, she is very much attached to them. And those people, they have been, dominating the affairs in the house. Even today, though my husband earns, and initially my father-in-law said that whatever earnings are there, it must be with the elders only. So even today, whatever we earn, it is given to them only. And those people are not, faithful to us. Whatever we earn, and they have been enjoying with their daughters. And now that we have kept everything with them, it legally also we don't have any hold. This is the situation. Legally, we don't want to fight, but naturally, in the course of the event, we want
I
to.
got the sufficient information, I think. So
Yeah.
now, what is your problem? You want to serve them, or you want to get out of guilt that I am not doing anything wrong? What is your issue? What is your thought? Right?
As of now, the nurse is able to handle them. In the later cases, we need to, attend them, and it so happens like, only the nurse can't help. Our frequent visits also doesn't help. It so happens like, we need to bring them back to our house and serve them. That will be the scenario in the later stages, but which I don't want to do, because I have gone through hell with them. Now that even I'm into my middle age and I don't have that much of energy as well as the mental bandwidth to serve them, in spite of having the sufficient help and all at home, I can't take the mental trauma all over again.
What is your query then?
So, according to this thing, what should I do, Bhaiya?
You have already decided. Then what else you can do?
Yeah, that I have decided, but am I fair in what I'm doing?
See, there is no right and wrong like black and white. There are shades of gray. Everything is not right absolutely or wrong absolutely. It is on the different perspective. When I'm talking with you, you have the different perspectives, and you are right on your stance, 100%. But when I will talk to your in-laws, they will have the different perspectives,
True,
and
definitely.
they will also find themselves 100% right on their stances. So it always happens when we have the differences between each other. It always happens. But
Yeah.
the thing is, if we want the peace of mind, we
Yeah.
need to remove this right and wrong thing. We need
Yeah.
to surrender to the satisfaction of the other. If I want to keep that relationship, and if I want to be that spiritual, dharmic, or right kind of person. So, and for some time, we need to sacrifice what we consider as right or correct or more correct. There is no difference if it is less right or less correct. If it is giving satisfaction to you and the other, and it is strengthening your relationship, it is more good.
I have tried my best, Bhaiya, to gain them back. When we were staying together, also I've tried my level best.
Then
After
what
they
we
left,
should
also I tried my level best.
then what we should do? We should throw the ball in their court. Tell me, what do you want, and how can I make it happen?
Now that they were, they needed our assistance. They proposed like that we have to stay in the next apartment and take care of both the houses, and which is next to impossible, because even I'm human. I can't take two houses. You know, I can't work so much. That's how they want the services, but they don't want to accept us. It's such a tricky situation.
It
What
is, see, the case is very subjective, and we cannot discuss so much details here. But the solution, I think, if it is possible to take the apartment next to them, it is not that tough to manage. As much I can assume. You don't need to follow what I am telling. Just I am understanding, and if you have the sufficient staff like mates and everything to handle, you don't need to much worry about your labor or pain, that how you are going to
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
make it happen. It
The
is
work can be managed, Bhaiya, but the attitudes, the acceptance levels from them.
attitude. I need to surrender myself. That I'll tolerate. I
Yeah,
have 2 years. I will listen what I need to, and I will not listen. I don't need to.
yeah.
That,
It's not
that,
that easy as said, Bhaiya.
no, I know it is not easy, but it is doable.
Yeah,
I am telling you with my experience.
yeah.
It happens. So, on the certain age, you cannot change them, but
True, true.
but you can change yourself.
Yeah, I have changed myself a lot. In fact, I've tried.
No,
I've started
no,
accepting the situation.
I understand you. You are asking with the passion here. I understand that you want some good solution here. That's why you are discussing here. But otherwise, you don't need to do what you are asking here. But
Yeah.
if you are asking me, I can suggest you only that you can surrender it to God, and you can tolerate whatever they want to say. They want to do. They cannot do much, and they
Yeah.
cannot disturb you. I tell you very honestly, they cannot disturb you. Nobody can. I
One,
get disturbed only by my expectation that what others should talk to me and what others should not. If I
yeah,
am not expecting that and I leave that expectation aside, then nobody can.
that's true, Bhaiya. That's true. Yeah,
I'm not going to accept what you're saying. I listen only whatever is regarding to the matter, and I'll ignore whatever is not.
okay.
So you can learn this. Om Ignoraya Namaha.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe after all these years, I've understood that and I've been following the same, Bhaiya. That's what I'm doing.
I'm understanding what you're saying.
Yeah,
Now you should take 3 4 points I am telling you now by getting all. Now I am a Gita student and I am following Gita. And Gita teaches us not to leave the front on any condition. I have to be on the front. I'll fight my war. I'll not leave my war. And I'll do it Mamanusmar Yuddhacha. I'll do it by Krishna in my mind. Krishna is with me. He's helping me. He'll guide me. I'll follow what my Krishna will tell me inside, and I'll do it. And I'll not expect anything in back. Swami Sharananda Maharaj, Pragyachakra Swami Sharananda Maharaj, he used to say a very nice saying. Sabke kaam aa jao, badle mein kuch mat jao. Be useful to others and don't expect anything back. You will never be in any pain. कभी
okay.
भी दुख होगा नहीं. सबके काम आ जाओ, बदले में कुछ मत चाहो. दुख से छुटकारा पाने का उपाय. So I will be useful to them,
Hmm.
and I will not expect anything back.
I have been the same all these years, but the pain I underwent, it's
No,
not
but you are
easy.
expecting now that they should behave this way and they should not.
No, no, no. I was not expecting Bhaiya, but the attitude with which, they were treating me, it was extremely intolerable.
The attitude you are talking about, it is your expectation now.
Hmm.
Try to understand what I am trying to tell. That
Yeah.
I am expecting that you should talk to me in certain way, and you should not talk to me that certain way. It is my expectation, not yours.
Okay.
Okay. And if you are not behaving my way, I am getting hurt.
Hmm.
It is my problem. Problem with my expectation, not yours.
Hmm.
Getting my point? If I
Yeah,
want to remove that pain and remove that sorrow, I can suppress this expectation.
Okay.
Got my point?
Yeah,
I
got it.
cannot change them. There is no way to change anybody else. But there is all the way to change myself, to have
Yeah.
control over me, over my thoughts, over my actions, over my reactions. I have 100% control over that.
Okay. That I have been practicing, Bhaiya. Maybe I'll take your words and practice it much more.
You try,
Bhaiya,
Krishna is with you, you are learning Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita help you. I promise.
thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you.
Bhaswati ji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Jai Krishna. Two questions I have.
बोलिए.
number 1, 21 and 25th, ये दोनों आप हमको
21
उतारना चाहिए.
21 and
21 and 25 with Ramcharitamānus.
Mhm.
And number 2, now I have seen that this period of the children, that boys and girls, were very ferocious. It is very मैं कहना था जो क्या मतलब बहुत खराब लगता है जो ये जनरेशन बहुत डिटोरेटेड कर जाता.
देखो,
हम कैसे उनको उतारना दीजिए.
नहीं नहीं, आप उनको कुछ मत करो. कोई कुछ कर नहीं सकता. दुनिया में कोई भी किसी को बदल नहीं सकता. हमारे माता पिता को भी यही लगता था कि हम बहुत खराब जनरेशन में हैं और उनकी जनरेशन बहुत अच्छी थी. आपके माता पिता को भी यही फीलिंग था. आपको भी यही है. उन जो आगे है उनके भी यही होने वाला है. ये हमेशा रहने वाला है. जनरेशन गैप से जो थॉट्स के डिफरेंसेस आते हैं उसके कारण हम वो ठीक नहीं है और मैं ठीक हूं ऐसा मुझे लगता है और उनको लगता है कि वो मॉडर्न है और ये आउटडेटेड है. इनको पता नहीं है, ये अपने पुराने जमाने में जी रहे हैं, इनको आजकल की बातें पता नहीं है. वो इस थॉट प्रोसेस में. और ये डिफरेंस हमेशा से चला है. ये आज से नहीं है. हजारों साल पहले भी था, हजारों साल बाद भी रहने वाला है. बात ऐसी है, जब हम गीता पढ़ते हैं और हम गीता को समझते हैं तब अपनी थिंकिंग को हमें इवॉल्व करना होगा. हम सामने वाले के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखना सीखे. हम बच्चों के दृष्टिकोण को भी समझना सीखे. उनकी आजकल की आवश्यकताएं कैसी है, उनका आजकल का माहौल कैसा है, उनके फ्रेंड सर्किल कैसा है, उनकी सोचने के तरीका कैसा है. आप समझे या ना समझे, होने वाला तो वही है. आप समझ लेंगे तो आपको तकलीफ कम होगी. होने वाला वही है, आप उनको बदल नहीं सकते. लेकिन ये समझ लेने से मेरा तकलीफ कम हो जाएगा, मेरा दुख कम हो जाएगा. अगर मैं अपने चश्मे से उनको देखता रहूंगा तो ये डिफरेंस कभी आने वाला नहीं है. ये हमेशा रहने वाला है. सबसे अच्छा तरीका अपने पोता पोती होगा या बेटा बेटी होगा, उसके दोस्त बनकर रहो. उसके दोस्त बनकर आप रहना सीखेंगे तो वो अपनी बातें आपसे भी कर सकेगा, आप भी उससे अपनी बातें कर सकेंगे और फिर उसकी बातों को समझना आसान हो जाता है. लेकिन हम दादा दादी बनकर, बड़े बनकर उनसे बात करना चाहते हैं तो कुछ हद तक तो वो हमारे सुन लेते हैं या सुनने का नाटक तो कर ही लेते हैं. बाकी करते तो वही है जो उनको करना होता है. और यही सत्य है, यही यथार्थ है. इसको कोई बदल नहीं सकता. हमको उसका
ऐसे
दोस्त,
बहुत
हमको दोस्त बनने का ट्राई करना पड़ेगा.
मैं तो दोस्त बनना लगता है लेकिन वो लोग नहीं लेता है. ये
नहीं,
मन
आप उसके लिए अपने को ओपन करो. लेकिन मैं ओपन हो जाऊंगा तो सामने वाला भी वैसे ही करेगा. ये मेरा अधिकार नहीं है ना. मेरा अधिकार अपनी ओर से दरवाजा खोलने का है. सामने वाला अपना दरवाजा खोलेगा कि नहीं खोलेगा ये उसका अधिकार है. उसको छोड़ दीजिए.
ओके.
ठीक है ना.
तो टाइम लगेगा.
हाँ,
ठीक है. 21 and 25th.
वो क्या पूछा
लोकस.
आपको समझा नहीं. 21 और 25 में क्या पूछना है आपको.
इसका जो अंतर्निहित मीनिंग है ना.
हाँ, 21वें श्लोक का अर्थ जानना है आपको. सुखम आत्यंतिकम यत्तद् बुद्धि.
शुकमत. हाँ.
भगवान ने कहा कि जो इंद्रियों से अतीत हुई शुद्ध सूक्ष्म बुद्धि द्वारा ग्रहण करने लोग अत्यंत आनंद है, उस अवस्था में अनुभव करता है, उस अवस्था में योगी परमात्मा. When we learn to enjoy the pleasure of that peace which is not originated by the worldly affairs, बाहर की इंद्रिय सुखों से, जो आंखों से सुख मिल रहा है, जो कानों से सुख मिल रहा है, जो मुख से सुख मिल रहा है, हाथों से सुख मिल रहा है, संसार की इंद्रियों से भोगे जाने वाली विषयों का सुख एक बात है. लेकिन जब आत्मानंद से या ध्यान की विधि से हम अपनी दृष्टि को अंदर की ओर पलटते हैं और भीतर का सुख लेना सीख जाते हैं तो वो सुख कभी कम नहीं होता. और भगवान कहते हैं जब वो सुख मिलने लग गया तो फिर संसार में मन नहीं चलता. फिर उसको एकांत अच्छा,
सही बात.
फिर उसको
सही
एकांत
बात.
ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है. फिर उसको किसी से बात ना करना ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है. उसको अपने अंदर ही रहने में मौज आती है. ठीक है. भी समय
और
मिली
25th.
25वां
25th भैया. शनै शनै सर्वभौम में
भगवान ने कहा ये एकदम से नहीं होगा. ध्यान का अभ्यास, मैं आज ध्यान करूंगा और मेरा आज ही ध्यान लग जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता। शनैः शनैः, स्लोली इट हैपेंस। ये धीरे धीरे होगा, अभ्यास से होगा। धीरे धीरे जब अभ्यास करते हुए ऊपर में, तो जब हमारी ऐसी स्थिति होती है कि हम उपरती होती है, अब संसार के विषय में मेरी रुचि नहीं, मुझे जलेबी खाने में कोई नहीं खानी ऐसी बात नहीं। जलेबी खिलाओगे कि तुम पूरी खिलाओगे, मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पता लगता, मुझे इसमें कोई रस ही नहीं आता, मेरा रस छूट गया, मुझे छोड़ना नहीं पड़ा, अपने आप ही छूट गया। तो ऐसे धैर्य युक्त बुद्धि के द्वारा मन को परमात्मा में स्थित करके परमात्मा के साथ कुछ भी चिंतन है, तब फिर मेरा चिंतन केवल परमात्मा में रहता है, अन्य किसी विषय का मेरा चिंतन नहीं। ठीक है,
मैं
जय श्री कृष्ण। संजय जी बोलिए।
जैसे कृष्ण।
जय श्री
जय श्री कृष्ण भैया।
बोलिए।
Didi has nicely explained about the meditation and how to do it. My question is, some people say that for Kali Yuga, Harinam chanting, Harinam japa is more relevant rather than doing the meditation dhyana.
जब देखो भगवान का नाम सबसे सरल है, और भगवान के नाम से सरल कुछ भी अन्य उपाय नहीं है। तो ये ध्यान व्यान तो बड़े योगियों की काम है, जो कर सकते हैं वो अच्छे, जो कर सकते, लेकिन नाम जप के लिए किसी को भी पात्रता की आवश्यकता नहीं है। अपने मन को साधना ये बड़ी काम है, लेकिन मन को बिना साधे भी जप करना ये सबके लिए सुलभ है। अब मन को जाप कर भी साध कर जो जप करेगा उसका जब भी ध्यान हो जाएगा, तो ये वैसी बात है। लेकिन आरंभ के लिए भी और बात के लिए भी कलयुग केवल नाम आधारा, सुमिर सुमिर नर उतर ही पारा। तो नाम जप तो सर्वोत्तम उपाय है, इसमें कोई संदेह बात नहीं है, एकदम ठीक बात।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
मिहिर जी बोलिए, प्लीज अनम्यूट।
ओम जय श्री कृष्णा। In the sixth chapter in the Gita, Lord Sri Krishna was John asked verse 46 to be a yogi, but
तस्मात् योगी
if
भव
you do not join, can the supreme being?
Sorry, your last line please repeat.
Bhagavan Sri Krishna
Said
was John
तस्मात्
advice
योगी भव।
46
Yes.
slow to be a yogi, but if we do not join, can the supreme being?
I couldn't understand your question. He asked Arjun to be yogi. तस्मात्
Yogi.
योगी भव अर्जुन।
But if we do not join,
If
can
you
the
join
supreme
what?
being? Join yogi, yog sadhan.
No. Yog means yog means to connect with dhyana, to connect with bhakti, to connect with jnana. It is all same. This chapter is about dhyana yoga. So in this chapter, Krishna talks especially on the dhyana yoga. But it doesn't mean, Krishna always said, you can do it pratak. There are thousands and thousands of ways to reach me. You can follow any way. Dhyana is one of them. There is nothing that you can attain me only by the dhyana. You can attain me by any of your sadhana. If you are doing Nam Japa, if you are doing Bhakti, if you are doing Jnana Yoga, if you are doing Karma Yoga, everything will make you reach to me. Okay?
Jai Shri Krishna.
देवेंद्र जी।
नमस्कार गोयल साहब, मैं नित्य हिंदी में सुनता हूँ, लेकिन आज मेरा विचार हुआ कि अंग्रेजी में सुनो, तो अंग्रेजी में मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगा। अंग्रेजी मुझे बोलने नहीं आती, लेकिन समझ में सब आ रहा था। 2-3 सेशन सर आपके मैंने मिस किए हिंदी में, इसलिए आज मैं आज धन्य हो गया आपके दर्शन करके। और आपकी प्रेरणा से मैं हफ्ता में 5 दिन रेगुलर क्लास सुबह 5 से 5:40 तक अटेंड करता हूँ।
ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात।
और उसके बाद में राम सुखदास जी की जो वो साधक संजीवनी है, उसमें से जो उस दिन के जो मंत्र पढ़ाए जाते हैं, जो श्लोक पढ़ाए जाते हैं, उनका मैं अर्थ वो अंदर उतारने की कोशिश करता हूँ।
बहुत अच्छा।
और आपका चेहरा देख लेता हूँ तो मेरा दिल प्रसन्न हो जाता है। ये अंग्रेजी का सेशन है, पर सर क्या करूं, मुझे अंग्रेजी बोलने नहीं आती सर। क्या?
धन्यवाद धन्यवाद, नहीं कोई दिक्कत वाली बात नहीं, मुझे एक दूसरी मीटिंग में जाना है, इसलिए मैं
हाँ
विदा लेता हूँ। बहुत बहुत आपको शुभकामना, खूब अब आगे ऐसा अभ्यास करें, ठीक है। भवानी जी, इन 3 प्रश्न जल्दी से कर लें, मुझे एक मीटिंग के लिए बार बार मैसेज है जी।
Jai Sri Krishna, sir.
Yes.
Sir, we are very glad to hear your words, sir. I have asked one question, sir. In these days, people are suffering many health issues. Is yoga help to people? Physical.
Yes, of course. You can see in last 10 years or 2 decades, the people age, the average life expectancy has increased 10 years. Even we have the COVID and all, but you have so many people around you aging 80 years, 85 years, 90 years. How it is happening? It is happening because of Baba Ramdev.
But so many people suffering pains, body pains.
That is all lifestyle diseases.
Okay.
Lifestyle is how we sit, how we eat, what we eat. We are eating all the chemical foods, the packaged foods. So that is hurting our body. The posture mistakes, all the day sitting like this. That's why we are having the body pain. Now we don't. The ladies are not cooking food on sitting on the floor. They're always standing or sitting on the chair. So they don't have particular movement of knees. So they have the knee problems. So that is the lifestyle diseases. Okay. I need to take your leave, Michelle ji, because I need to join another meeting. Thank you, everyone. Jai Shri Krishna.
Bhavani ji.
Some more questions? Okay. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Ashu Bhaiya and Rupal Didi for the wonderful and thought-provoking session. The challenge is to practice and to apply the deep learning you have imparted. An announcement. The Ram Pratishtha app is now available. You are invited to download it and avail of its benefits. Hanuman Chalisa will be chanted after this session. You're requested to wait until it is completed. Let's again offer our prayers in the lotus feet of the Lord. We call upon Preeti Agarwal ji. Preeti Agarwal ji, BCom, is a Gita Vrati, a housewife, Gita Sevi from Dhanbad, Jharkhand. She joined Gita Parivar in January 2021 and now serves as L3 and L4 trainer and mentor. Welcome, Didi.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। जय श्री कृष्ण। सभी को मेरा सादर प्रणाम।
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Preeti ji, for the melodious prayer. On behalf of Gita Parivar, sincere thanks to the technical team for their relentless efforts in making the session a great success. We would also like to thank each and every one of you, Gita Sadhaks, for attending this evening's session. See you all in another enlightening session next week. Jai Shri Krishna.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति सुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिवे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिवे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतहि सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा है पर सिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरना मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
धन्यवाद। जय श्री कृष्ण।